Okay, this is the north. This is the last of the acts. There's a lot of tech here that's viable. One thing that I do not really know how to do well is orb boosting. So it basically utilizes the fact that our double jump move makes us have a pretty fast velocity during the down phase. And then we will menu jump out of it to maintain that velocity, just as we did earlier. So what you have to do, and it's easy to demonstrate by going really slow. If you double jump, immediately open. Sorry, not that. We have to double jump, attack, and then immediately open this. You'll notice it takes a second before we actually. Oops. So I'm stationary, and then I get velocity right there. So to practice, you can double jump, attack, immediately open, and then right when you start moving, release, and then jump. So we are switching back to the orb so that we don't get the actual attack. So if we normally do it, we're going to get this attack animation. If we do it and then switch back to the orb, oops, a little too early. Sorry. There's no attack animation. So we're skipping the attack animation by switching back to the orb, but we can't reopen the menu fast to do a menu jump. So we just have to do the menu jump without the menu. We have to get it spot on perfect. And if we do it just right, then we will get a significant amount of velocity. And you don't have to open the menu as fast as I'm doing it or holding it that long, but it tends to help. I haven't gotten a single one yet because I'm terrible at it, but that is a key tech that's unlocked in this phase of the game. If you can't do it, don't bother with it. I got a world record without ever doing it, so it's totally fine to not use it. So if you're not doing it, just roll. In general, you want to roll up hills and orb boost down hills. And here we're just going to the left here real quick. Here we can take a small shortcut by doing this, just jumping on that fence and hopping up here. We need to activate that bridge there, and then we can head across it. So I'm going to keep attempting orb boosts because I need to practice, and I might actually get one at some point, so I can show you, but if I never get one, I'm sorry. Okay, so for here, we're going to get on this lamp, and we're going to do a lamp boost down. Instead of using the sword, we're going to use the orb, because it actually makes us go a little bit faster if we do it right. That was a fast boost, so we can actually get all the way up to here. Optionally, you can change FPS back to 30 before that lamp boost, and it will be more reliable, but it's not a big deal if you get a slow one. So here, same as that last time where we skipped going around back in Swamp. If you imagine that same torch and make a line right here, if you double jump right there, you'll always get the ledge grab. Here, those sometimes give you a boost for some reason. Again, we're about to do a menu lamp boost, so I find it's more reliable if we reset right before, so I'm going to do that. Here we can jump back onto this and jump over here, have a small optimization. So for this menu boost, I find that killing the enemies that can hurt you helps a lot. So we're going to kill these 3, the 2 ranged ones and that 1 melee one there. We're going to jump up here, and we want to be kind of toward the middle. If you're towards the right, you're going to hit an invisible wall right there, and it's going to shoot you way off to the left, but we want to go basically straight. So we want to be around the center to the left and right, and this back foot should just touch the back edge. So this is the exact spot we want to be. And just like the scythe boost, we're going to do the same exact thing. So we're going to roll, attack, open the menu immediately. So roll, attack, open the menu. And if the game is nice to me, we will get a really fast boost. And this one, it'll always send me in the exact same spot, so I will release it right away and shoot right into where I want to go if I get it. So it's going to drop me right into this little area here, and then we just do a boost, a menu boost out of it. Sometimes it's a little bit finicky, and then we hook hook right, and we get up onto this area, and we can just jump down to here. So that saves a tremendous amount of time, especially getting it first try. If you do that exact setup where you have Jack positioned exactly as I explained it, it's pretty reliable actually. I think that in theory, if you reset before and get there and kill the enemies and then stand in that exact same spot, I think in theory it's at least 90% reliable. It's just that you have to get in the exact right spot. So this is just another ferry section. We skipped the second one in Skeletown completely, but we have to do this one at least up until the end. We are going to end it with a lamp boost. So if you don't want to watch this part, you're welcome to skip, I don't know, 30 seconds, and then we'll have a lamp boost. There is one thing I would like to comment actually. On that menu boost, I find that menu boosts are much more reliable at 60 FPS. So if you switched to 30 for that first lamp boost, I recommend switching back to 60 for the menu boost. They're much, much more reliable at 60 FPS. So here we can get on the tip to go a little bit faster. You can jump right now if you want, but I like to wait till the save game because we are going to do a lamp boost, and that can be unreliable at times. So here I will switch back to 30 FPS because we're doing a lamp boost that does need to be fast. A slow one will not work here. So we're just going to do lamp boost, hook right, and we made it. And here we can do some more orb boosting. There we go. I got a good one. Of course I bonk on the enemy, but that was an orb boost. So I did one total orb boost this entire time, which is terrible, but normal for me. So we're gonna roll through here. I don't recommend orb boosting because there's a bunch of enemies. I also don't recommend getting in the water. I guess it does mean I can point out that there is a reverse lamp boost possible here. So all the lamps that we've used so far, the lamp points to the right. This one points to the left. In theory, we can use this and land on that platform and go straight to the end, but they're much more difficult. So I do not recommend them unless you are exceptional. So here we're just going to get on this rock. We're going to jump around and jump up here. Try not to die. Here we can jump around here. Yeah, I got another one. This little mini game, you just kind of run around. If you continuously move in the figure 8, it's really hard to get hit, so just do that while mashing right click and you will be fine. You can skip like 30 seconds ahead if you don't want to watch me go through a portal. Okay, from here we are just going to roll and jump through here, basic platforming. And go on here. Here we're going to have a optional lamp boost. You can do it with the orb. I like to do it with the sword. It's just my preference. It is a little bit difficult to get if the enemies decide to be fickle, but I got it this time. And then here we have one menu jump, so I'm going to go to 60 FPS because it's easier at 60. We're going to jump on top of this, and then menu boost, menu jump over here, jump over one more time, and we're through. So here we're going to talk to our owl friend. You have to talk to the owl there, and then we're just going to jump to the end. Here you can switch to your gun just to be ready for later, but it's not really that important. We'll switch to it later if we need to. And we have another portal. So it's the same as before. You can skip 40 seconds or so ahead if you want. Okay, now it's just the last boss of the game. So he's pretty easy because standing still means that we don't get hurt by one of his phases. I don't think I've ever lost to him after knowing that, so it's pretty simple. So we just have to dash forward until this part. The first phase, he's going to make little lightning circles under us and also spawn little orbs up top, so just mash right click while focusing on dodging circles. Continue mashing right click while he makes tornadoes, and as we back up to the edge here, the tornadoes will not be able to reach us. Later it won't be as easy, but we can do the same thing on the next phases. So once there's only 3 tornadoes left, we can stop right-clicking, and then once there's 1 left, we can back up a little bit towards the center, and these won't hurt us if we're standing still when they pass through us. There's 4 little pillars that will spawn. We want to kill them from as far back as we can to save rolling time, and then we're going to switch to the orb and do as much damage as we can. Once he pops up, switch back to our gun and repeat, just with a smaller play area. So we have this phase, and then we have tornadoes, and we're just going to back up to the edge and mash right click. You may need to go slightly to the left and right to dodge these. Once there's 3, you don't have to mash right click anymore. Once there's 1, you can move in towards the center a bit. And the last phase is no different. We're going to do the same exact thing, just with a smaller play area. Same thing with the tornadoes, except you really do have to move now. It gets fairly close to one another, depending on which quarter of the map you ended up on. This one was pretty forgiving, but sometimes it can be pretty tight. And I haven't figured out the optimal way to do this last phase because there's jumping involved, but generally I just try to stick to one side and then go through like this. It may be better to go through the center. I really haven't figured it out, but regardless, we just do the same thing and we kill the boss. And that is the run.